Okay, so they're moving these homeless people's belongings while they're gone, as if they are the police, moving things from a city street, actually. And I think it would have been a lot more appropriate if they had given the homeless people an option to move their own things. Some of these people, this is all they have in life. And these guys are doing the policing. They're moving these homeless people's belongings without their permission. This is a public sidewalk. Why are you moving the homeless people's stuff? That's a public sidewalk. You don't own that.
It's so dirty, sir.
It's a public sidewalk. Those are belongings of a homeless person. Why don't you give them the opportunity to move it? This is all they have in life.
I understand, but I don't know if you had a chance to look at them.
I've looked at everything.
Huh?
I'm here every day. I feed them, so I look at everything.
Yeah.
I know who that belongs to, and you're throwing it away as if this is your sidewalk. This is not yours.
I'm not saying that we are sidewalk.
And I'm saying you're not being compassionate at all. Why don't you catch the person here and ask them to move it?
Because it was full of poop.
Okay, and like all this stuff here, you're just going to throw their stuff out?
No,
You're not going to throw it out? Okay, well, if you want them to leave when you see them, ask them to move their stuff.
When we see them.
Ask them to move it.
Okay, right now.
You will see them later this evening.
So we have to move this
stuff, if you'll put it there, then they can get it.
So you're gonna do that?
Okay, well, I don't think I think you're going to throw it away.
You sure?
I said, I think. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not here to argue with you. I said, I think. I did not say, I know you were going to do it. I didn't say that. I'm not here to argue with you.
So what do you want us to do?
My request is that you would please put it there.
Okay.
And when they come this evening, I will tell them you want them to move their stuff out.
We'll do more than happy to do that.
And then if they don't move that stuff out, then you got a right to throw it away. You've asked them already. I promise you tonight I'm going to ask them to move this. Okay?
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate that.
Tonight I'm going to ask them to all move their stuff. See, he's not being understanding. He's trying to make me the enemy. I'm not an enemy.
No. We're not saying
I take care of the homeless, and I also have a business, so I understand both sides of it. This makes a business look bad. I get that. Okay?
No problem.
I'll talk to him tonight. I promise you.
Sounds good.
You have a good day here. Thank you. And I apologize if it seems like I'm angry. I'm not angry. I'm just seeing both sides of it, okay? Thank you. All right, so sometimes you got to just talk to people. One of the guys is getting rather angry there. I guarantee you they weren't going to put this here. They were going to throw all of this out. I am actually going to come back here tonight, and to be quite frank with you, I'm simply going to ask the people to move their stuff away from this wall, because basically you could argue that up against the wall is their property, the building owner. Okay, so if you come out to the middle of the sidewalk, you're kind of blocking the sidewalk, so it's sort of darned if we do, we're darned if we don't. But what I did not want to happen, I did not want them to throw these people's, but it looks like junk to you and maybe even to me. But a child is here. You see that? That's a child's toys. When the child comes home and there's no toys, they're gonna cry. They're gonna feel bad. These are blankets. People cover up with this stuff. So it looks like a hunk of junk to you and maybe even to me, if I'm honest. But this is all they have. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So I'm going to come back here tonight, and I'm going to show the people who are here this video and give them the option to move their things out of the way or to another location. And I know some of my people are going to say that I'm too tough or whatever, but anybody that knows anything about Pastor Sherman D.Manning knows that if nothing else, I'm sure of the style that God has allowed me to have. And I don't run my life based on a public opinion poll. I just don't do that. If I did that, I could never get anything done. I'm not a politician. I thank God for that. A politician needs to do that. They'll take a poll. Which style do you think is more appropriate? And then they'll come down the middle and go with the majority rules. That's not how I operate. Sometimes I post these videos and I get 100 positive comments and 2 bad ones. Sometimes I post these videos and I get 100 negative comments and 2 good ones. But I simply do the best that I can do. I know these gentlemen have a job to do. That's why I tried at the end to make sure I was courteous and respectful of what they're doing. They're trying to clean this place up. I get it. But at the same time, I want them to see the other side of the coin. And that is, this is these people's lives. At least give them the opportunity to get it out of here. And if they don't get it out of here then, I've done everything that I know how to do. and they would have at least given them a grace period. Now, I am going to come back in a couple of hours. Those of you who know me ought to know that I trust but verify. I'm going to come back in a couple of hours to see if they actually left this stuff here or did they just discard it. Okay? I'm going to do that. So again, if you have a positive comment about this video, save it. I don't really particularly need it. What I need is volunteers and help. If you have a negative comment about this video, do me a favor and save that also. I'm not looking for anybody to stroke my ego, agree with me, or disagree with me. If you think I'm wrong, pray for me. If you think I'm right, pray for me. If you think I'm good, pray for me. If you think I'm bad, pray for me. Just pray for me. And if you want to help us feed the hungry, come and help us do so. In Jesus' name. Keep the faith. Yes, we can. Worship Center.